As the world marked the Wildlife Week, stakeholders from the tourism sector in the Mount Kenya region have come up with measures to revive the industry, which they say was greatly affected by COVID-19.
The Aberdares is one of the major water towers in Kenya. We see now we are struggling with a lot of climate-related challenges. So we are here to get our people to really appreciate why we need to conserve our ecosystem, to get them to appreciate even what the Aberdare resource offers in terms of learning, in terms of entertainment, in terms of, the fresh air and the environment generally.
The effects of COVID-19 in the country saw a number of big hotels close down during the period, and while some hotels are still struggling to pick up, some never reopened.
The theme for this year's World Tourism Day is Rethinking Tourism. We know that tourism was one of the sectors that was largely affected during the COVID pandemic.
We are actually opening the eyes of Kenyans today to see, and Nyeri people to see what we have here, a gem that they don't know about. And by visiting, they are going to change their lives.
Among the hotels that have never reopened their doors include the Green Hills Hotel in Nyeri Town, the historical Outspan Hotel, which also hosts the Scouts Parks Museum, as well as the Treetops Hotel, that is associated with the late Queen Elizabeth II.
If you look across on the other side, you can see some stone lying on the ground. Those stones used to harden the branches that they supported the treetop lodge because it was built on top of a tree.
This year's celebrations were held at the Aberdare National Park, which sits on an expansive Aberdare forest in the Aberdare Ranges. The Aberdare National Park covers an area of 769 square kilometers with unique features and wild animals that for years have been attracting both domestic and international tourists.
It's a pity that most residents of Nyeri do not understand what is there in the Aberdare. People just see it from the outside and say they know it. But indeed, this is a gem, this is a treasure that has a lot to offer.
According to statistics, Aberdare National Park alone contributes about 97 billion shillings annually to the country's GDP.
Most people do not understand the value of Aberdare ecosystem. From recent studies which were carried out by a number of universities, it has been confirmed that the ecosystem services from the Aberdare National Park are worth 96 billion Kenya shillings annually. Now, if you look at that kind of financial worth for the next 100 years, what is the contribution?
Data from the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife had in 2020 indicated that more than 2.5 million Kenyans working in the hospitality industry had lost their jobs during the COVID-19 period.